so let me get this together later. I was gonna get like all glammed up and like whatever, and then I was like, no, Tony, like that's what's wrong with the internet now. Everybody's always getting glammed up just to be on camera. What did Ross say? Right? And that's because I said when I did this time around, I was gonna be transparent to an extent, like because what's going on in the internet, it's not even real. Everything's AI. Everybody's always glammed. Everybody's always dolled up. It's always something that it's not. And I think we've all are kind of done living in the life of something that is not, right? Like how we're in a simulation, how we're in a matrix, how we've realizing some brainwash things, how chemtrails is now realizing that, you know, they're spraying our air to make us forget or sick or whatever the case is. You know, the fact that some people with the last name Fences want to, you know, lower the number on population. So it's kind of like we're all done with the veil has lifted. Okay. We're all done with like the glitz for glam kind of thing, but anyway, to make long story short, this is Testimony Tuesday. It's Testimony Tuesday. I hope that worked. Yay, I don't have to get up. It's Testimony Tuesday, and I wanted to talk about how sometimes we don't listen. I have been told through numerous of people, my children, co-workers, how I shouldn't have left the door open, and I'll have this fly in my house. And flies on the wall really want to hear things, but I'm being honest, so they can go run tell that. It's when we're not listening, we tend to miss the message, or we tend to miss a part of the message. So my testimony this Tuesday is that on this journey, I realized that I don't hear the full message, that I respond to action too quickly, so to say. My husband has been saying things for years like, okay, but I need you to do this. Okay, I'll do that, but let's work on this. And for instance, it's like, oh, hey, you know, I need help with bills, or I need help, you know, what covering this, you know, it may not necessarily be bills, or for instance, like the Easy Pass, okay? Um, Instead of me putting money on Easy Pass, I went and got a pair of shoes for him to go back and forth to work with. And it's kind of like, I love the shoes, babe, but I need money on Easy Pass. Like the money that you spent on the shoes, like I really don't need a pair of shoes now. I understand that you hear me complaining and things of the sort, but I don't need a pair of shoes now. That money you spent on the pair of shoes is probably better on an Easy Pass. So I would hear him say like, oh, can you help me here? And I would help him there, but I would help him there like, all right, oh, you need help? All right, I can help you do that. But I would help you do that and then not help somewhere else. And, you know, sometimes when we ask for help, we get upset when we get help because it's how they want to help us. I used to be mad at that all the time. I used to be like, I need help, I need help, I need help, I need help, and then be upset when people helped me, but not in the way that I would have liked them to help. And then I'd be frustrated. So with that being said, is this time around, this weekend was a little rough because we ended up miscommunicating and disagreeing and having tension between us because not of him, but because of me not listening. He's expressing to me, expressing to me that I need this or I need that. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So it was just kind of like over the head, through one ear, out the other, up the nostril, down the throat, and out the butthole. That now my, like, how do you say, like, now my frustration has gone off the roof. Like, I'm trying to think of the saying that they say. Now I done pop the lid, right? Because I'm frustrated and you're not hearing me. And it's like, although I thank you for the shoes, but I don't need these. I don't need this. This is not what I need, you know? Like, that money could have been on Easy Pass. These are just going to sit here now. So, like, what is that doing for you? Or what is that doing for us? Kind of, you know? So, yeah, I just want to say sometimes we are so quick to respond because we think we know what's coming next or we think we know how we could help. But I got some advice from Minister Williams, and Minister Williams says that the act of listening is a practice and that we should be repeating back what someone has said to us, so that way if we say what we heard, it gives the other person a chance to fix whether we are wrong. You know, okay, wait. If we hear something and we repeat it back to the person, it gives that person a chance to correct or fix what it is we thought we heard. So, for instance, did you, oh my goodness, like the testicle joke? That was so hilarious. When the nurse was telling a joke about how this guy had a mask on. She was told to give him like a torso bed bath, and he just kept saying, "Nurse, is my testicles black? Is my testicles black? Is my testicles black?" And she's like, "I'm not supposed to wash you anywhere else," but because he kept asking, she was like, okay, like, you know, I'll just look for him. And she was like, you know, it's all right. They look fine. And when he took the mask off, he said, are my test results back? Ah, it was so funny, right? What a, like a cute nurse joke. But that's what happens when we don't listen, right? Instead of her saying, are your testicles black? She should have said that to him instead of just going along with the action. So I thought that was a way to demonstrate putting on our listening ears. And what Minister Williams said, we need to repeat back what we heard so that it gives the person a chance um, to fix anything or correct anything, so then we can move in action. And I feel like sometimes that's what happens with God. We seek answers from God and we try to listen to the voice of God and, you know, be still. But sometimes we cut the message off and we end up in trials and tribulations or, you know, minor errors or places or with people that we're not supposed to be with because we cut the message off. So I just want you guys to like put on your Martin ears like so, okay? And listen. Put on your Martin ears and listen, because you may be responding or acting in a way that's unnecessary or not helpful in the way that the person is acting. So it's like, listen for a little bit. Repeat back what you heard and, ask, how can I help? And then when they say how they want you to help, repeat that back. So that way there's no miscommunication, that there's an understanding there. I was talking to my father and he was saying at this time of the year, people tend to miscommunicate things, like we're moving into seasons and we're changing. So I took that as, all right, well, October is a year to harvest all the things that we planted all year. And people tend to think January is the first of the year, and it's not. It's April. Nature doesn't lie, right? um, Nature continues to tell us what we've known forever. Even when we don't know, nature has all the secrets hidden in plain sight. Hence, my children shall perish because of the lack of knowledge. And I feel as though October, we harvest what can't be grown in the winter, and then we till the dirt, and then we lay down things that need to grow underground in order for them to rise in spring. But how would it be if when we harvest our plants, we just put down seeds, and then when weather came, yeah, and then when weather comes and it's raining and it's snowing, we're not going to have such a great crop if we don't till it. I think I'm going the right way. We're not going to have such a great crop if we don't till it over the winter, because then our crop be compromised, right? And then when spring comes, it's like, oh, how come I didn't have this much, whatever? Because we didn't actually bury the seeds. We just pulled up what we gathered, from all year. We laid the pumpkin seeds down and we just laid them there, but we didn't cover them, right? We didn't bury them far enough to where they could sprout. So some of them got washed away, and now you got probably pumpkins over there when you should have pumpkins in a row. But yeah, I feel as though that we just need to listen sometimes, because we don't hear the full message. And if you can't hear the full message, then how are we able to respond to those that are in need if we just keep cutting the message off? How are we supposed to know which way to go if we keep cutting the message off? How are we supposed to get clarity and guidance from God if we keep cutting the messages off? So just want you guys to know that listening is a practice, and that we should be more aware and understanding when people say things, so that way we give the correct response. I think that's it. All right, see you guys later. Bye. It's so hard being transparent on this thing, man, but it's better than beating around the bush. I tell you that. All right, have a good one, guys.